Whatever. It works. So, hello. Welcome to the So Basic podcast. I hope you were ready to record.
I am ready to record.
Okay, cool.
Record.
Been a minute, but we are back to do some more talking about stuff and things.
Yeah, it's been a minute because we're so basic with our
Oh,
lives. Our
oh
basic
yes. Our
lives.
basic lives, for sure.
When
Okay.
it's difficult to even just go play like Magic on a weekday.
I know. We still haven't really been doing it.
Oh, we got there one time. And then we did the pre-release and then that was it.
Yep. That
We'll
pre-release was
talk about that
pretty
later.
fun.
It was pretty fun.
Yep, but
But
that's not
more
the
on that
topic for
later.
today. Yeah,
Correct.
exactly. Tell them what our topic is for today.
Our topic for today are some of the past games that we've been playing recently. A lot of them came out like this year, and some of the other games that you'll be talking about are older games. So, would you like to start?
Sure, we could do it.
Okay.
So, some of the games I've been playing a lot of Game Boy games. Crazy enough, because usually I don't really can't really use the small screen. Uh, um, well, that barking actually distracted me pretty good. I can't usually like play on a handheld for a very long time because I just like move around and whatever. I don't know. I can't sit still on Game Boy
It
for some reason.
really, it really is difficult to be playing on a small screen, even with the latest Game Boy. Um,
Yeah, it's
it's
nice, but yeah, I don't know. Weird that we
Yeah,
can't
I
do
can't,
it.
I can't do it either. It's too difficult when you're younger, and don't have any real other responsibilities other than your chores and schoolwork. It's actually pretty nice and it's easy to do. It's on the go. You burn like so many hours on it, but when you're an adult, you just want something big, nice, and just like there.
Hmm.
I guess the other one would be like the Wii U
Oh my
for a lot of
gosh.
these games, but at the
Yeah,
same time, it's so that handheld thing is so bulky. It's like I just want a controller. I just want a controller and look at a nice screen while I
yeah.
play. That's it. That's all I care about.
For the record, I really, really like the Wii U a lot.
Hmm.
Fantastic, very cool console. I know people don't like it, but I like it.
I haven't
I
touched it really.
totally agree with the big clunky controller though. Like it was an innovative idea. Like, hey, how about a tablet where you look at the tablet for sub information, like what you would do for when you pause the game, and then the main screen up top, your TV would go. How hard could it be? People might like it if they keep back and forth and information, whatever.
Hmm.
Turns out people didn't like it,
How about that?
but I don't know. I just think it was a cool idea. And there's one game that's okay. This is not the topic. Could be a topic. Um, but anyway, going back to Game Boy. Yeah, so handheld hard, but since I can since I can do it on the computer, I'm just playing all the games just great like crazy. I'm
Mhm.
playing
I mean,
Metroid Fusion, which is a really really good game, except for the space jump. For the
mhm.
space jump.
The other thing too about these older games is that not only do you need the hardware to do it, but they're also hard to find.
Oh yeah, they're really hard to find for sure.
A lot of these older games, especially Game Boy, can be really difficult to find, and if you do find them, they're priced so high, especially for like the really good ones. Sometimes they could be like upwards to like depending on the game,
Mm-hmm.
Off the top of my head that I think of, even just because like old like Super NES games, they're like 80 to like $100 or something like that.
Yeah, and it's based off of whoever's selling it too, because it's not like Nintendo actually sells their product. Like they
Right. Like,
restrict how like their old stuff.
well, there was just not that much. I mean, they were a smaller company and they had to ship out the cartridges and everything, but now you can buy everything like you
Oh,
can
back in the
download.
day, no,
Yeah,
for
that's what
sure,
I'm talking about.
for
Yeah, that's
sure.
what I'm talking about. Like the actual physical copy of these games.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about too.
Hmm.
I was talking about like if you want to get it nowadays, you have to get off a scalper.
Hmm.
um,
Yeah, or a collector or something.
yeah, which yeah, of course the price would be really high. Back then, yeah, you'd get this like terrible game for like $60. or
Hmm.
was it $50? I don't exactly remember
I don't know. I don't know how much they were when they would first come out.
Yeah,
But
it
even
was.
then, like, $40 then is like $60 now.
Yeah,
You
especially for
know.
a game that you can beat in like 2 hours or an hour.
Hmm.
It was like, oh my gosh, like that was the standard back then.
Hmm.
But yeah, I've been playing Game Boy Advance, and Game Boy Advance is a really, really solid like line of games. Honestly, like Kirby games are good. Fire Emblem games are just incredible. They got Americans into Fire Emblem.
Hmm. And
It was
so
a
all these Smash games with like random Fire Emblem characters, and everyone's
yeah,
going, "Who's that?"
yeah. Who dat? It's some sword guy, right?
Some guy with a sword. Okay, who's that? Some girl with a sword.
Okay.
Okay.
Must be from Fire Emblem. We don't have to, not to
Hmm.
figure out like exactly where they're from. It's just some Fire Emblem game. All right, I guess I understand. So funny.
Good enough.
Uh, but what I've been playing is a fan made Fire Emblem version.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, where the game forces you to play it in an Iron Man state, which means that if you lose a character or something, it auto saves, and like normally in Fire Emblem you can like restart the chapter to get your character back and try better. But
Hmm.
this version of the game will literally just delete your save file. Or I'm sorry. Well, it doesn't delete it. It just puts you in a perpetual game over state until you delete it.
Mm.
To make sure that you're playing and you're not restarting these chapters. Like every death, every character you lose, basically the idea is trying to make it permanent.
It's extra permadeath.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to be like super careful with your characters. I've had to restart the game like 40 billion times because of how many times I messed up.
Hmm. Well,
I
it's
wasn't.
also it's put on the hardest difficulty, also, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's also why.
It's really
So,
It's on a really high difficulty and it's
like,
pretty tough.
I remember like playing the prologue after I beat the original Fire Emblem, and I put it on hardcore mode, and I died in the prologue with Lynn a couple times where I'm just like, okay, go attack this guy, full health,
Yep.
deals damage, and then he deals damage, and then he deals damage again, just kills her. And I'm just like, how am I supposed to get past the prologue? I can't.
Prologue too hard.
So I ended up having to do was just like stand next to him and not attack him, and just let him hit me, and then I hit him, and then I can hit him and get on my next turn. I was like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's a legitimate strategy. Making the opponent go first is a pretty big deal, especially if they can hit you. If they can kill you in 2 hits, you really want them
Mhm.
to hit you first so that you can heal. Because if you attack first and then you're just out of moves and you can't rescue them, well,
Ugh.
they hit you a second time and you're like, wow, I sure did terrible.
I don't think I got very far in the hardcore mode. I was like, look, I don't have time for all this.
Yeah.
I already
Oh
beat
my
it once in
gosh.
the normal mode. I liked it. I didn't even do everything completely, and I was like, I'm good. It's fine.
Yeah. So I slaked my thirst, sort of. Okay, I shouldn't say that. I oh,
Hey,
I actually
you
didn't.
said,
I like. Oh, it didn't slake my thirst. That's my point. I just wording bad.
oh, okay.
Beating that. So I went into Sacred Stones and I was.
Oh, sorry, you just take your spins.
Yeah, I wanted to play Sacred Stones and I wanted to beat it on the hardest difficulty, just for fun, really.
Hmm.
And I was just having a hard time wanting to play the game regular. Like if somebody died, I didn't want to reset. I wanted to stay Iron Man. It was so funny, and just it changed my mindset. It made me want to actually make decisions matter. If you just keep
Right.
resetting, then I don't know. It's just not as much fun. Like
I mean,
there's no losses. You just like I'll just restart and grind it. Blah blah blah.
yeah. Well, I mean, like if there's a small hole in the wall and you're trying to get a ball through the walls, you just keep throwing the ball, as many times as you want to. Eventually, laws of probability, you'll get it in there eventually. But you want to actually make it matter. You want to get good at it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, to get better at it. I mean, I don't know. There's a growth to that, and it's just satisfaction in that. Of
Mhm.
course, people don't like slamming their heads against the walls.
Some people do, some people don't. I mean, someone like me who doesn't have like all the time like a whole lot of time. I got other things I still got to get done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I I don't enjoy that kind of like head banging type deal. You got to play this way and this way only. But I do like, you know, playing something and then getting good at it to the point where I'm making good calculated decisions and I'm getting rewarded by accomplishing my goals.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah, I
just
think
like
that's
a
really cool.
majority of other people like playing their games too.
Yeah.
So that was good. So speaking of getting a good, I've been playing Elden Ring
Oh my
a lot.
goodness.
So I have like over 130 hours in it, and I'm still not done with it. I've been trying to do like a lot of the dungeons and try and fight all the bosses. I haven't been doing a lot of the crafting. Like I've been doing crafting here and there, but not a ton of the crafting. So, but the crafting is fine because it's just A plus B, and sometimes plus C, and then boom, there you go. You can just make it, and the ingredients for them are just like plentiful. You don't have to go like mm, you don't have to do busy work to go mine them or find them. You just
No
kind of pick them
kidding.
up along the way, which is actually really nice, which is how it should be. Because if that was the case, I'd never be crafting anything,
Yeah, it would
like
just be way too
ever.
much work. You'd have to Google a bunch of stuff, find locations of certain ingredients, and then still end up
Hmm
with something silly. Like most of the consumable stuff you make is not great anyway. Ow.
Yes, a lot of them are not great. Some of the things are actually pretty good. Like there are these raisins that you can, and they're just from berries. Like that's the only ingredient is just berries,
Mm-hmm.
and you can get these raisins. And what it does is that torrent your mount if he becomes damaged, you can feed it to him while you're riding on him, um, and he'll recover some of his health. And I've done that with boss fights, and it's allowed me to beat some of these bosses that you're allowed to ride torrent on.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah,
No, I
it's
didn't know about
really
that at
nice.
all.
Yep, it's actually pretty nice.
Okay.
Um, it's a lot of it I've just been doing is like spelunking in the beginning of the game, which was like so I know where the main like storyline is supposed to be, and I just kind of went off and did my own thing, just explored caves and crypts and mines.
Well, that's
Um,
nice.
that was just my favorite thing to do. It's just like okay, next one, beat it, and then okay, next one, and each one of them felt really good, and just a lot of fun. I think the only time that it wasn't really super rewarding was when I was just blatantly over leveled, and I'm like, oh well, that's just par for the course. Sometimes you get these dungeons and crypts first, and then these other ones later, and that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So, can you pause podcast,
Just
Seth?
sure.
What's up, babe?
So, what were you talking about?
I was talking about like going through all the dungeons, and sometimes you're a little over leveled when you just bounce between them all. But I still found a lot of them really challenging. Um, if you're gonna look stuff up, I would say just look up to see like how things work, like how your Ashes of War work, how the different settings for when you're putting the attribute onto your weapon, like if it's like a standard, a heavy, a quality, an ice, a fire, whatever. See how all that works. So that way you know how you can like put a build together, but you're not like spoiling anything for yourself.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to avoid like how to do this unless I'm like so like I've discovered like everything. I'm like, okay, how do I get here? I want to know how I get there, and then after that, I'll just shut the video off and I explore the whole thing by
Yeah,
myself.
for sure. You just want to know how to do the thing. You don't want to watch doing it.
Exactly.
I'm totally with
So,
you.
but you played a little bit of it. What did you think of it when you got to play a little bit of it?
I liked it a lot. It was a really good game. I mean, I, don't know, I had a lot of fun, and our other brother, me and my our other brother, uh,
Hmm
we were trying to duo the whole thing, but it was so big and so open world, and there were so many restrictions. You can't just play every area together. I mean, you can, but it just takes so long to do
Yeah.
it twice. It
Yeah,
was
and sometimes the servers get a little wonky.
yeah, because we like duo, dude. I don't know. We duoed in Dark Souls, which was insanely difficult. But we did it. We beat all of Dark Souls 1 together. Just going back and forth. It was funny. So
It's
fun to
actually
do.
really cool.
Yeah.
I still have to play the rest of the Souls games too. Like I've been wanting to play at least Dark Souls 2, and Bloodborne.
Yeah.
At the very least. And actually maybe even replay Demon Souls. I remember when that first thing came out, I was like, how do you do this? How do you do that? Like, just how do I not die so often?
Yeah, I would really like to play Demon Souls. Like, I don't care to play the newest, remastered, whatever. I just want to play old Demon Souls, the
Hmm.
PS5. It's like, gosh, it's too much work. I just don't know. I had to figure out how to get a hold of it. But I would like to do that too.
Hmm.
I have Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 on the Xbox. Maybe Demon
Oh, do
Souls is
you?
on there. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if Demon Souls is on there. I have to check.
Yeah. I'd be willing to
Yeah.
fork my money over.
Or Demon Souls.
Yeah.
I think I would too, just because I remember having like fun with it. I did like try just a normal just playthrough with it, and then I get clobbered and everything, and so I went on easy mode and just played a mage.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely a
Demon
strategy.
Demon Souls is not on Xbox.
Ah, bummer. I played I have Bloodborne on the PS3, I think. PS4 or something like that. And it's a cool game. I just for no real reason can't get into it. It's the same exact
Bloodborne.
reason why I stopped playing Elden Ring. There's no reason. I'm having fun, I'm doing the thing, and then I just stop. And I'm
You
like,
just
eh.
stop. I was wondering. I was like, I wonder why he's not playing Elden
Yeah,
Ring this much.
then I just go play Game Boy games.
Let's go play Game Boy. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, Metroid. Yeah, Fire Emblem. Yeah, random Mario games. Whatever. So funny. So strange. I also played not Uwu. It's I
Woo.
can't remember what that game's called. Probably should have looked it up before I started talking. Neo 2. I
Oh,
skipped
Neo.
I skipped Neo 1, but I played that one a lot. I played Neo 2 pretty far. It's
Hmm.
a really really cool game. It's just like Dark Souls games.
Oh, is it? It's another Souls like.
Yeah, just like
Okay.
them. And but the thing is like I get off the first continent or whatever first area. I just call it a continent. It takes a long time to get through it. And once I did get through it, they're like, "Oh, here's another one." And I'm like, "Wow, this game is huge." It is I don't know that
Oh, yeah.
maybe
There's been
stop that
other.
too.
Yeah, there's a couple other ones that you've been playing. Was Neo? Was that the anime one?
It's more no. Oh, you're right, the anime one. I totally
There's an
forgot about that one.
anime one.
That one's
It's
got a
like
silly
anime
name.
girl one.
That one's awesome. And you can co-op it, but the internet is just I don't know. The servers are just super slow. Maybe at least it was for me and
Mm.
the other guy we play with.
Mm.
The other guy who's in the race.
Oh, okay. And then it was
um,
the shell one that you also played.
oh, Mortal Shell,
Mortal Shell.
dude! I beat that game. I beat it. I beat that Souls game.
Yep. And then you did the whole thing without
Oh,
like wearing a shell
yeah. I will make a
almost
video
until
about
the
that.
yeah.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Spoilers. Jeez. I just gotta like a. I'm thinking about making it like a reenactment kind of thing, and then doing it again to get the achievement. More
Yeah, I think you should. I think
more
you should.
context later.
Same with Darkest Dungeon.
Oh my gosh! You think I should make
Your
a Darkest
story.
Dungeon video?
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Yes, Chad. Ah, oh, Chad.
Chad.
Dude. Oh, Chad. Oh, I could. Yeah, I should reenact that too. That was such a
Yes.
crazy story. Eh.
I think so too. But yeah, was there anything that you really liked about Elden Ring? that really caught your attention besides getting distracted?
I like the horse.
Torrent. I
Yeah.
really like Torrent too. There's some people who apparently don't like Torrent. I'm like, why?
Why? It just makes the game easier and more fun. And not easier
Well,
in the sense of making the game
convenient.
easier. That's the word. Convenient. Makes the game
Convenient.
convenient.
Well, it also gives you
It's more quality of life.
I also feel like it gives you another way to play the game. So when you're playing
Yeah.
when you're outside in the field, you can choose to be on torrent on the for boss fights. And I've done that a couple times. It's been like almost most of the time I'll fight bosses when I can on torrent. I usually will because it ends up being a lot of fun and I can always like sprint away real quick if I absolutely need to recover my health.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like having that flexibility.
Yeah, it was
Get
really
on your horse
good.
and go.
Mhm. The double jump is nice, so you can actually like get up high and explore and do a whole bunch of other things with them too.
Yeah, yeah. And the only thing with him that I had a problem with was that sometimes you hit the stick and then he takes an extra step when you stopped, and then he'll go off cliffs. He'll just take
Oh
you
yeah,
with him. And
Whee!
I'm, and I'm like, really, dude? Come on! I just wanted to peer over just to see where I was going, and then he's like, no, we're leaving. I'm gonna go
I've
kill it.
died. I've died of that a couple times too, but most of the time it's not too bad.
Nah, he's a good horse. Otherwise, except for that part.
He's a good horse,
Thing,
cow, mount thing.
donkey. I don't know. He looks like a donkey with horns.
Yeah, he's got horns. He doesn't look like a horse, but he acts like a horse.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good little beast.
Yeah.
It's a good beastie boy.
Um.
So
Oh, go ahead. I got nothing.
I was gonna say, you want to talk? Oh, you already talked about your Iron Man.
Yeah, I talked about it a little bit. Yeah.
You want to do your Pokemon challenge, or do you want to wait for that?
Um. Sure,
We
I
can
can
talk
talk
about
about the
Halo.
Pokemon challenge. Oh no, let's talk about Halo. Let's do that. That's a
All
juicy topic.
right. Yeah. So, give me your first impressions for Halo Infinite that came out earlier this year for free,
For free.
but for free.
Underwhelming.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people are like this is coming back to Halo. This is Halo, back to its roots and what it was and what it
I
used to be, what made it great.
don't
And
agree
I'm
with that.
playing for it, and I'm like, I mean, I don't hate it,
I don't hate it either. It's no Halo
but
5.
it's not Halo 4 or 5. Oh
Halo
God,
4. Yeah, God, those games are so miserably bad.
I did not like 4, and I really did not like 5.
I do not
So
like those yellow guys. Those yellow guys just make me mad. They're so lazy in design. Like, why
and
aren't I
4
just
and
fighting
5.
the Covenant or the Flood? I want to fight the Flood.
Oh yeah. The Promethean. Are they the
Yeah, the
Prometheans?
Prometheans, right? That's what they're called.
Yeah. I think they're the Prometheans in 4 and 5.
They were
Luckily,
just.
none of that. There were none of those.
I
Well,
know, which makes me happy. I didn't.
maybe because there are those weird bug things
Uh.
that were in Infinite.
Oh. I'm waiting for the co-op to finally come out for
Oh,
the
you're waiting for the co-op
campaign.
to play the campaign.
Yeah,
Oh, the
literally waiting.
campaign was all right. I, having it being open world for Halo, I mean, I guess it is pretty cool in a way, but at the same time, it's also kind of weird because I'm very used to Halo just being very linear in like mission to mission to mission to mission. You know,
Oh, okay.
that's what I'm used to with Halo. It's not
Fine.
that it was a downgrade. I think the flexibility is nice because you can treat it like that. It's just very different for a game like that.
Hmm.
Also, if you'll get these I don't remember what they're called, but these items that can give you special abilities and improve on the special ability. Just focus everything on like your hook shot first, and then like your health and like your armor. If you're having trouble keeping up against the Covenant, do the shields and armor and all that, so that way you can take less damage and you recharge your shields faster. But all the rest of the other power up abilities, I'm like, just focus on the hook shot first. It's like
Okay.
by far the absolute most convenient and usable one out there. I actually thought it was really. I don't know. It was weird for me because I'm so basic. Trying to switch between all the different power up abilities and all the different grenades. I usually just left it on hook shot and just
Hmm.
like whatever grenades were available
Yeah, I get you for that one.
because you get like all four different grenades and all four different um abilities and use like the D pad to scroll between them all.
Yeah, okay. So
I
like
mean, it
you have
wasn't.
access to them wherever you pick them up, kind of thing.
Yeah, I think you can like map them too, but it wasn't like awful. But it's just something I'm definitely not used to playing those type of games, especially with Halo. It's usually just like a click a button to switch between like two different ones, you know. But when you have four, you need a map
Yeah,
because you want to be able to switch to them quickly when
yeah,
you
and you got to
learn how to
remember
use it.
where where you mapped it to. They'll pull out
Hmm
the one you want. Is the
hmm
functionality of the grenades different? Like obviously, stick grenades are different from frag grenades,
I
but
mean,
like
they're all the same from what it was before. You have your frag, your sticky, your spike, and then the electric
oh yeah, okay,
one.
so that's probably what
Yeah.
I'm getting at. What's the electric one?
The electric one like disables vehicles and it sends a shockwave out, and it continuously electrocutes anything that's in the area.
I don't think I ever used it in even multiplayer. I don't even know. I don't
Hmm
remember it.
Yeah, it's in the multiplayer. It's good for stopping vehicles.
Okay, gotcha.
So, speaking of the multiplayer, what do you think of the multiplayer?
Oh my gosh. So okay, I'll retract what I said about underwhelming for the. I don't know anything about the campaign
The
because I didn't
campaign.
play it yet. But for the multiplayer itself, that's super underwhelming.
Hmm
Um, Especially considering well, there's a lot of things. I'll just talk about the weapons first. Um, Weapons are very terrible. I mean, oh, sorry,
Like all the weapons.
not all the weapons. Sorry, the basic weapons are solid, like the assault rifle, the battle
I like the assault
rifle.
rifle. The
Yeah,
assault rifle feels pretty. It feels pretty good. It feels like
yeah,
if
it
you
does feel
land your
good.
hits, you're gonna get rewarded,
Yeah, which I like. And then you got
and you can go decent range with it too.
yeah, you can actually, and you can zoom in, which is weird. Like you press left
Hmm
trigger and you could actually zoom in. It's a strange thing for Halo. Like you could zoom in
Yeah,
kind
but
of, but
I like it.
oh,
It feels good.
sorry, looking down sights. That's what I mean. Couldn't
Yeah, it's
look up
more
sights.
ADS.
You could zoom in like slightly before.
Yeah, it gives you a slight zoom in.
So like the basic weapons that are good, they're all good. It's fun to use them. But all of the other weapons that people don't use are just unusable. There's no variety. All the alien weapons are just worthless. Um,
Like all the
like
Covenant weapons.
yeah, like the repeater or whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, that one. The Covenant's assault rifle, the one that they swapped out the plasma rifle for.
Yeah, it's super bad. Every time I try to use it because I just wanted to use it, I just wanted to try to make it work.
I've
You can't compete with
I've used it a couple times, but it
basic
feels like you
weapons.
have to be like you really have to be the one who's like firing first.
Right. You can't turn the fight around, and even if you fire first, you still can lose. Like the assault
You
rifle
still
can just
can easily
beat
lose.
you because it
Gun you
tears
down.
through. Because the idea of the Coven weapons is that it's supposed to get rid of shields pretty strong, right?
I think the other thing too is that when you use the assault rifle, if you get your headshots, it does extra damage. Whereas with the repeater rifle, the one you're talking about, I I'm not sure if it can get headshots because it has a tracking system involved with it, so it has a little aim assist
Oh
where
yeah,
where the
which
plasma
doesn't work.
rounds will go towards the target that you're aiming at as long as it's within range.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
but
well, a lot of the weapons are like fine, but other ones, you just don't ever see them used.
yeah, they're just not good. I'm trying to even remember the other ones. They're so not memorable. The problem. Um,
I like the Hydra. The
Hydra's
Hydra's pretty good.
weird.
yeah, you don't ADS with it or zoom in or anything. You just change the modes. Like one is a free fire, and the other one is a locking on. The free fire does more damage, but
It
you're not
does.
locked onto them. Yeah,
Oh,
when you
I
have a
remember the
free
Hydra
fire, it
now.
does more damage. Yeah,
Oh,
but when you have the lock on, it's actually really nice when you do it on the map where there's the hawk or the wasp. The wasp. It's the wasp. The aircraft that respawns.
oh, okay.
Every time I'm like, okay, I got to make sure that when this thing is up, I got to uh, grab the Hydra because no one else, either no one else will do it, or someone else will just take it and just run off with it. But it's really good to take them out.
Yeah,
It
for
does a
sure.
really good amount of damage and it locks onto them, so that's why it's like necessary. I do feel like sometimes the weapon placements are terrible.
Yeah, the weapon placements are they're all silly. Um, I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too general. Some of them are kind of silly. Like, um, I don't know.
Apparently, they had to nerf the that spiker one, the bolt lock, or can't remember what it's called, but it's the single shot like brute pistol.
Really?
Yeah, apparently, according to some other people that were watching the pros playing it, they were just like one shotting somebody in the head and then melee, and then that was just like a kill.
Oh, oh,
It's like one it was like one or two shots. There were headshots to take out their shields and then melee, and that was it. And they were just doing it left and right, and it was really accurate when you're really good at it. It's really accurate.
huh. Okay,
Yeah, I was surprised. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty
that's good.
interesting.
I mean, it's not good that that's the thing, but it's good that the Covenant weapons kind of are more used in my perspective.
hmm
Some of them.
I think they did a couple patches too, where so that way it doesn't feel like all of the vehicles are flying over or driving on jelly, and you're just like bouncing all over the place. Like you'll hit a small rock, and your warhog will just like flip over for like no reason.
Mm-hmm.
They grounded them down a little bit better. I'm like, well,
Oh,
that's
that's very nice. Okay.
like, thank God.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
the driving was weird.
yeah, but yeah, I have to agree with you. Like, it's fun, but it's not something that I look forward to playing by myself.
Yeah, and even when we play all together, it's kind of like, yeah, I guess this is what we'll do.
Yeah, and it's like, we can do this. It'll be fun. It'll be
Just
fine.
something
It's
we can
something.
do together instead of it being, oh, let's play Halo because we want to, you know?
Mhm. Sometimes it's a lot of fun. I have a problem with the fact that sometimes we'll be playing with the group, and after the game, it puts us back in the main lobby, and
Oh,
it
yeah.
says it says that you can cancel a search, but we're not searching. So I try to like cancel the search, and it just doesn't do anything. So then I have to like close the game and then reopen it,
Yeah.
and then everyone has to like rejoin.
The server or the
It's it's very annoying.
matchmaking lobby, whatever, it doesn't work, which is great.
Yay!
It bugs out just like that. Exactly what you're saying, yeah.
Yep, they're having a hard time with that. In the
Well, can you
beginning,
blame them? There's
I
only
think
like 5 of them working on it.
it's there's like five people working on it.
That's what it feels like. The patches are slow and you don't notice them.
And the only coffee they get is decaf.
Yeah. It's just for flavor, duh.
Right, just for flavor. But yeah, it was not bad. But I can see how it's fun. But
Well, in the maps,
maybe I'm
there's
just
like 4 maps total, and we just keep repeating them with the same like 3 or 4 game modes. I mean, we're talking about big team here, but
yeah for big team.
outside of big team, there's actually not a lot of options. There's like some Slayer. I think there might be SWAT. I don't. It's only like a handful of modes.
Yeah,
When
I'm not sure if Forge is out or not. I really don't pay that
no,
much attention
oh,
to it, but
Code
it's gonna be play.
Forge is a huge deal. Like Forge is one of the
Mhm.
biggest deals for the community. You know, they like Forge a lot for Halo,
Well,
and
that's why Halo 3 was insanely popular.
yeah, and this just doesn't exist in Halo Infinite. It's just nothing. and
Yep.
there's not very many game modes that they provided. So
I still think that everyone prefers like the Halo 3 Forge.
I do, for sure.
Like everyone, I think everyone probably would agree that that's the best Forge.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. We
Mhm.
made up game modes, we created maps, we did silly stuff. You know, and we try to set
Oh
up
yeah.
rules like duck hunt.
Oh God, Duck Hunt.
Yeah, super cool ideas. Uh, I spent hours in the forge just messing with the rules, just trying to come up with some cool game mode
Mhm.
for us to play. Long time trying
Just
to make
different
stuff.
ideas.
Yeah, and then
Mhm.
not enough of us would get on and actually play it, so it was
Mhm.
all in vain. But it was
Oh yeah, and there was file share too, so you can share the games and all that.
yeah, you can get games from the community, which was cool.
Mhm.
But all that's gone. I mean, they just didn't make it. I don't know. This game just doesn't feel like they put very much effort into it, or time, or money, even though it's been in development for
And they
however
spent a
many.
lot of money on it too.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel
But
like
I
it.
mean, they're slowly coming out with each kind of patch. Patching this
Yeah, but
next
it's too
patch.
slow. The engagement is
I
just not there for me anymore.
I think I
It's
have
been
to
like a
agree
year.
with that. The patching system is too slow, especially since it's a Microsoft game from Microsoft.
Yeah, they're supposed to be a
You
big
know,
company. They're not small indie.
no,
But I don't know. I just don't get how you can do that. This is supposed to be their big, important game. It's supposed to really knock everybody's socks off, and it's just like it's not even like okay. It's a little below okay. It's not a
yeah,
bad game, but it
yeah,
is below
it's
okay.
like it's okay, but I kind of wish it was more.
Yeah,
Like it's kind of serviceable
right.
sometimes,
It is serviceable, I guess. I don't know.
but some of the other times it's just like, nah, I'd rather not.
Not enough maps, not enough guns, not enough forge, not enough customizables. You can't customize your character at all. Like even if you pay for it, there's not very much.
Yeah, I don't know anything about
That blows me
the
away.
battle pass, but I don't hear good things from it.
Yeah. And none of that you can't unlock stuff by playing the game, so there's no feeling of progression. Um,
mm, hmm
well, at least I mean there I think that's not totally true, but it's mostly true.
Yeah,
I think there is some way to like unlock some stuff, but it's like few and far between.
yeah.
It's just sad.
It's a grind. It's pretty sad.
The whole thing just I don't know, it just feels like some college kids were messing with Halo 3 files and they're like, "Yep, here's Halo Infinite." That's what it feels like. That's just an awful thing to say.
Here you go. Have fun. Bye. It's just, well,
Yeah.
where's the rest of it?
We're coming
Well,
up with
even then, I
patches.
think they would put a lot of effort into it too,
It'd be
though.
better.
It
For
might actually
sure.
be better.
For sure it'd be better. Like fan games can be really, really neat.
Yep. I mean, they're not getting paid to do it. They're
Yeah,
doing it
it's
because they want
literally
to.
it's literally passion, which is a fantastic drive.
Hmm
Which yeah.
So,
That's why that Iron Man game was so good and they had a passion. It was really fun. It had
uh,
problems. It felt like a game that was a fan made game, but
mhm. Before we get to your thing, I'll talk real quick about Sea Salt. It was on Game Pass like last year,
yeah,
or up until like last year.
I want to hear about
It's
this. Yeah,
awesome. It was actually a really cool idea because you're not like just one character. You're like a sigil, really more than anything, and you lead your creatures from the sea to invade uh, a port city and the town that's next to it. And you just like go through the countryside towards like the church where I guess like the their version of the Pope or whatever was making deals with like a Cthulhu monster from the deep,
cool.
and your Lord Master wants more, but he doesn't want to like give more. and so you're sent to go and like take them out.
Oh, really? You're just gonna
Yeah.
beat them up, huh?
Oh, you just like ravage and destroy and devour everything that's in your path. It's
Oh,
really cool. It's a lot of fun. Um, there are a couple hiccups. I mean, it's a very small, very small game. But it was a lot of fun. It was really interesting too. But there were some times where it was really glitchy
okay.
at times. But I mean, it's like an 8-bit type looking game. So even for that, the graphics weren't terrible. They were fun. There's a lot of different monsters and creatures that you could summon to help you. Like there are some worms that could destroy like buildings and infrastructure quickly. Where there's other creatures where there's a lot of them, but they're really weak, or single ones that are really strong. Or you can even summon like cultists. And if you get to a specific statue, they'll sacrifice themselves, and you'll get like one of three random powerful demons
Whoa.
on your
Okay.
side. Yeah, and everything moves as like a whole unit.
What do you mean?
Like you don't like tell individual creatures where to go. All your creatures are just clumped together.
Oh, okay. So what individualizes the choices then? Like what?
Like the ones that you select.
So it makes your team strong in like one way or the other by picking the ones you select.
Yeah, yeah, and depending on the situation and the level you're on, you're gonna want to pick different creatures. Some of the creatures weren't like really that great. I didn't really like use them because they would just die too quickly, or they just seemed a little unusable. But some of the other ones were actually really fun. I haven't played it in like over a year, but from
Hmm.
what I remember, it was a lot of fun. I did get all the achievements for it too, so
Oh, you did? Wow, that's cool.
yeah. There were challenges in there as well that were a little um I mean they were good, but at the same time one of the challenges was to I don't know, you had to like go back and forth and keep destroying the church that would respawn on both sides of the map.
Hmm.
And there was like a train running through the middle of it all, and it was really, it seemed like it was like impossible with any other like apostle that you would choose, which is like your your power ups really. The apostles just give you the different power ups and give you different stat boots depending on the monsters that you have. But one of them was really well done because it was once you like fill up a meter, you pick a it gives you like random cards. It doesn't give you like anything specific, and one of them was just like raining toads, and all the toads would just come crashing down and explode.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes I would just get like free like destruction of the church because I just go up there, rain down the toads if I randomly would get it and just destroy everything and everyone that was there. And you just you get your meter up by like killing enemies and destroying stuff.
Okay. What does the
But
meter do exactly when you get it filled?
you get like a card from what I remember, and then but from that apostle, the cards were randomized. So you get powerful cards, but they're always random.
Oh,
You
okay.
never get to like get specific ones.
Gotcha.
But it was a lot of fun from what I remember. It's like 13, $15 if you really want to play it. I don't think it's really worth that much to buy it.
Hmm. Okay.
Honestly, if it was go down to like $5, $8, I'd probably
Snatch
buy
it.
it just to play it again. It is fun.
Cool. Yeah.
So
So the reason I didn't play it was because when he suggested it to me, it fell off of Game Pass, and I
yeah,
was like, because I wanted to try it because it sounded cool.
it's really unique and it's really cool. You might be able to get it on Steam.
Yeah, maybe they have Steam sales all the time, so maybe I
I
can
bet
just
I bet you it's on Steam, and you could probably just pick it up on Steam. I don't really play anything on Steam.
yeah. But I'm doing. I'll check it out. I'll see if I can get it.
Oh.
Sounds fun. Seems very unique.
I just looked up on Steam. I can't find it.
Really? Huh.
Oh wait, maybe that's just my library because I don't use Steam very often.
Yeah, no, don't look at the library. Look at the shop.
There you go, sea salt. It's sea salt. Digital deluxe package is only $6.
What? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Then I might just get it. Yeah.
yeah.
So we're at. This is 32 minutes, and then the other one's 13 minutes. So we're at 46 minutes, I guess.
Mm.
Um, want me to just talk about? Do you have any more to say about sea salt?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, cool. Um, we could just talk about Pokemon for like a minute.
Hmm.
I mean, it's kind of self-evident that it exists. This is already on the channel, but I thought it'd be. I don't know. I just came up with the idea. I just thought it'd be really fun to race Pokemon. And I'm right. It's super fun. And then we just keep coming up with these crazy ideas of how to limit the runs. We can only use bug Pokemon. Oh, right now we're doing color my Pokedex, which is really cool. Um, that's the run we're playing right now,
Hmm.
and pretty much the idea was that the first Pokemon. So we get our starter Pokemon. So we randomize the whole game, right? So all the Pokemon are completely random. Uh,
Right.
the starter Pokemon is going to be, or the starter Pokemon we get dictates what color we're allowed to have of the Pokemon, like by looks, sort of.
Oh, I didn't know you guys added that to it.
Yeah. So instead of bug only, we're doing color my Pokedex really.
Oh, okay, cool.
But then we were running into a problem. We're like, okay, well that's kind of subjective. Like, oh, is Blastoise blue or is he brown? Because he's mostly brown because his shell is mostly brown, but he's a blue Pokemon.
I'd say it's both.
Right. So like, I don't know. We couldn't figure out an easy way to do that, except that we did. We found out that the Pokedex has every Pokemon specifically set to a color, just one
Huh.
color, just out of sheer coincidence. Seriously,
Yeah,
like how cool is that? So then
that's pretty interesting. I didn't think they even did that.
me either. I had no idea, and then we just kind of stumbled across it, and we're like, "This is perfect." Now we can just like whatever our starter Pokemon. There's three of them. So Alex got right or something. I got the middle one, and Nicholas got the left Pokemon, something like that.
Hmm.
To dictate, and then that would dictate whatever. We're only allowed to catch Pokemon and use Pokemon of that color in quotes because sometimes the color, the way they looked, didn't exactly match the color in the Pokedex, which is funny. So I'm
Hmm.
brown. I can only use brown Pokemon in quotes. Nicholas is gray, and Alex is green.
Hmm.
So yeah, we just keep coming up with really cool, fun ideas for future runs and which versions we want to do, and we're having way too much fun, which is a problem because all we want to do is play Pokemon.
And just do like these different challenges
Yeah, and we're busy.
and
So
race. Yeah, because you have to like line up and you have to have time to do it, and you all have to be capable of doing it.
yeah, we want to do it all at the same time. We could just
Mhm.
play individually, but that's not nearly as much fun as being like, oh, I can't believe this is happening to you, and also I get to record it.
Mhm.
So part two coming out soon.
I'm actually really excited. I watched part one, and I just can't believe that happened twice to Nick. That was hilarious.
Yeah, and that's so funny. He just blew up to a Boba Fett twice.
Twice. It's just like Destiny Bun. It's just like no.
And he's just
Why?
like, what do I do? I don't know. I just thought it was.
Just randomly too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can't
Because you
be.
guys are doing Fire Red and Leaf Green for that one, right?
Yep, that would be the versions for sure. Right now we're doing Heart Gold and Soul Silver for the newest run.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all. That's my short spiel of it.
That's one
Or
of the things that I think would be fun to do if I had time. If I
I
had more
want you to
time.
do it. That's why
I would like to do it.
That's why I had you in Team Sad. I put it in Team Sad so that we could do it. And,
Hmm.
but then I know you're just super busy.
I'll see if I can carve out some time for
That
it,
would be
but
cool. It's so
I'll let you
fun.
know.
But the problem, yeah, it's extremely time consuming. Like we're literally playing for like hours,
Hours.
hours.
Like a real good gaming session.
Mm-hmm. If we can. I mean, sometimes we get like 2 hours or 1 hour
Yeah,
at a time, and we're like, want to just play
yeah.
more. But
There's only so much you could do.
yeah, I'm just surprised how much fun I'm having with it. I thought
Oh,
that it
I'm
would
not
be like,
surprised that you're having that much fun because that sounds like a lot of fun.
yeah, I just want to like quit League of Legends and make a Pokemon team instead.
Well, it sounds like a better production of your time.
It would be a better production period. Like I could actually make a cool, a cool like YouTube series about it. You know,
Yeah.
I kind of like I like the small group too.
Mm-hmm.
Three or four people seems legit because we can kind of focus on more on each other and criticize each other as hard as we can,
Mm-hmm.
as fast as we can. If you could play, that'd be fantastic. I think it would be really fun.
I think it'd be really fun too. I want to do it.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do to carve some time out.
Because like, oh, dude, you gotta see this Discord. This Discord, I got it. I'm just gonna show it on screen. I just can't believe how many ideas we've come up with. Like, it's just filled with just us three talking about Pokemon. Like bonus stars. I talked about that a little bit.
Oh right, yeah. You guys
Mhm.
doing like the little Mario Party thing.
Yeah, which is so cool. We have tons of bonus star ideas. Um,
I get all
like
the negative bonus stars and just win.
yeah, exactly. Nicholas. Oh, sorry. Spoilers. Stop talking, Seth. That's a spoiler.
Boy, he says Nicholas. I'm like, oh
Nicholas.
yeah, he would. He would.
But yeah, we have we have Hall of Fame set up, so we know. Oh my gosh, don't look at that. What am I doing? Stop spoiling this. What am I doing? We have resources, and I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
It
Here.
sounds like you guys have a lot to.
No, I can't show that.
You guys have a lot that you guys did.
Yeah, I don't know. This Discord is just filled.
I'm actually really excited to see part 2. See
awesome.
the channel grow.
I'm happy that you're excited for this.
I'm excited for it. I've missed watching your YouTube videos and being part of them.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but
it's busy. You're busy.
Yeah,
we're both really busy. So
super busy people.
Mm-hmm.
If I made money
so
off of YouTube, yeah, we're just so basic. I mean, how can we not be
basic? Busy.
I think it'd be really neat if it actually did start growing. It doesn't have to grow. It'd be fine if like 5 people watched forever, but I think it'd be neat if random people started watching and enjoying some of the stuff.
Yep, we have a lot of. Well, we had a decent amount of like Siege and some Overwatch from a couple of years ago.
I know, and I really like making those videos because we had a lot of good stuff, but we don't really play anything that's fun. We don't have like.
Perhaps we'll take. Did we talk about like why we all kind of stopped playing Siege, or was that one of the previous podcasts that we weren't able to get uploaded?
Yeah, I think it is one of the previous ones. I think it's the one that I'm going to upload anyway.
Okay. Overwatch 2 is going to be coming out here soon, apparently.
Overwatch 2 is already out, dude.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and Donkey already made a video about it, talking about how it's.
Oh, that's right, he did.
How it's barely a game.
Right, it's the same thing, but a little bit more. But it's like, but it's the same
less.
Thing.
It's a 5v5 instead of 6v6 because they literally are trying.
Oh, that's right, they changed that.
Yeah, they're not trying to balance it. Like they're just like, 6v6 is just too hard. We give up. That's really what that means.
It's Blizzard.
Really, guys? Ugh.
You expect?
I mean, I'm not a game designer, but there are, in my opinion, a lot of small things and very obvious things that they could just change. And the game would be a lot better. That's a super generic, very general thing to say that means nothing.
Right.
Like,
I'm just complaining because I'm mad.
Exactly. I am mad because that game is fun, or at least it was, and there's just too many dumb things about it. And then I'm just like, wow, it just seems so easy.
I mean, in the beginning,
there's
a lot of things that need to get like that were just a bad idea. Like Mercy just like revive everybody. I'm like, that's a little much.
I would rather have that, honestly.
Oh,
I would rather have that than what's going on right now. What's going on right now is boring or dumb. I don't know. When I say right now, I actually mean like a year ago.
I'm about to say, because you have no idea. You haven't
I'm
touched that thing forever.
yeah, I don't actually know what's going on.
I used to play a little bit of it. I was actually playing the free for all for a hot minute last year.
Oh, wow. Oh yeah,
Um,
I remember that. Yeah, you did play for and you were winning.
so everyone was like playing different things, and I was just playing Roadhog because I like Roadhog. And then I think I started a trend. I think I started a thing. So
Oh,
now
that's cool.
everyone just started playing Roadhog. Uh,
One man army.
and then well, because I mean it's one. Well, it's free for all, 8 player. I mean, he does everything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, and so it was like everyone was either switching between like Symmetra, Roadhog, not Symmetra, but the hacking one.
Oh,
Is it
Symmetra,
Symmetra?
right? No,
Symmetra Sombra?
Sombra. Got it. Boom.
Yeah, so it's
First
like
try.
Sombra, Roadhog, and Roadhog, or Roadhog and Soldier.
Yeah, all those make sense.
It was just
Sombra.
like those three, and that was like the meta that I was playing against. And I was like, okay, well, I'm done now. I
Yeah.
started a thing, and I
Whoops, you
feel
made a
bad.
meta. That's funny.
I'm like, I was just playing Roadhog because all I play is like Roadhog
Yeah.
and
Awkward.
Soldier. But oh well, oops.
Oh well. I'd like to go back to it sometime. But that's not my point. The point of all this is not Overwatch. The point is that we need a game to play together so that I can record it easily and we have fun instead of me just complaining.
You know, it's a good game for that.
uh,
Elden Ring.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that'd be fun to make some Elden Ring videos.
It'd be a lot of fun. I can start a new character.
That'd be kind of neat. I'd like to see the co-op thing, man. I don't know. It's so hard.
The co-op is difficult sometimes.
But you just got to figure out a way to do it because I'd like to play with
Yeah,
Joshua too.
if they could really hammer down the server issue to make co-op more manageable, I think it'd be a lot better.
Yeah,
But
yeah, for sure. If they worked on it a little more and made it so that you don't have to you don't have to stop playing with your friend over and over again because you're getting to like an invisible wall.
oh
Every five
yeah, the
seconds.
barriers,
Yeah, the
all those
barriers are
different
everywhere, but
barriers.
they set up the
Yeah,
game that
it
way.
can it kind of ended up being like, okay, find a dungeon, go into the dungeon, put your sign down, and then everyone just joins in.
Yeah, which is it's okay, but it's not great. It's not fluid. I don't know.
Yeah, I think they could streamline it, like, make it a little bit better and faster. But
I think so, and then make it. I don't know. If you want to do it that way, great. Just make it a separate mode from co-op. You know, co-op like I don't know. You guys should be both of your characters should be progressing together. You should be able to play this game co-op. That's my point.
yes, I agree. I
Because
do
it's
like the
fun.
scaling. I like the scale down.
Yeah, you shouldn't
So
have to play
like
the game
it
twice.
matches if you're joining someone else's
I love the
world,
scale down.
your level and attributes and everything scale down to the what the host is.
Yeah, that was awesome. I really like that idea. They did that well because it feels like when you guys are like way over leveled and you join my world, you guys are still dying. Like,
Yeah. Oh
which
yeah.
is great.
That giant stupid bear.
Yeah. Gosh, that bear beat us all. We're like three
And
v oneing it, and it just beats
it's
us.
just clobbering us. We're like, oh god, this is
He's
the
like,
first enemy in the cave, and we're getting clobbered by it.
yeah. He's like,
I
it's
think
clobbering time. He
I
just,
think you're supposed to just skip it. You're supposed to like
oh, go
you're
past the
supposed
sleeping
to
bear kind of thing.
yeah, you're supposed to stealth.
Gotcha. No, we're gonna fight it.
Yeah, we're Elden Ring players. We're gonna fight everything.
Yeah. Okay, so we gotta wrap up here. I have
Yes.
I just gotta talk about the future for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have a good idea of how I'm going to actually make videos reasonably consistent.
Ooh, good.
So what I want to do is Sunday is editing day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I want to record today on Saturday night because
Mm-hmm.
Sunday I can edit this video hopefully very quickly. I really don't want to spend too much time editing the podcasts because
Agreed.
it takes a long time considering I have to listen to an hour long video. And
Right.
I just learned how to speed it up so I can listen to it fast. but it
Mm-hmm.
still takes a long time, you know. And I don't think we're gonna have to re-listen to this podcast because we didn't say anything bad.
No.
But my point
No,
is
we'll try and
that,
keep it more PG anyway.
yeah, I'd like to say PG. That'd be very nice.
Yeah.
So at least at least the podcast. The rest of the videos, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, go nuts. Yeah, good luck.
I'll try to censor the F word. That's about it. Just only because I don't like hearing myself say it. Not even because I care about what kids' fragile ears will hear. Like,
my ears are bleeding. Oh no.
oh,
Fragile.
literally that. Like,
These kids are raised on Fortnite. I'm not worried about them.
oh yeah, I know.
I'm more worried about what they say.
Me too. Me too. It's just a depressing generation right there.
Yeah.
Anyway, stay focused here. So Sunday editing time.
Focusing.
Right? So I can edit the Pokemon video, or if we end up to do Diablo, I could record Diablo. It might be more entertaining once we get into Hell mode. Which we're about to get into Hell mode, so I could just start recording it, not worry about the face cam, and then just have video. You know, I like the face cam. I keep going back and forth because I like set myself
you
up.
can use it for some. Use it for some things, and and then it doesn't have to be there the whole time. You know, you could just like swap it in and out, or just like put it in there for some things and whatnot.
Yeah, I like that too because for
if
Pokemon,
you have a good reaction,
absolutely not. Because there's too much information going on, and there's 3 screens already. I don't need a face cam, and we play for so long that I don't want to be recorded the whole time.
Looking at your face.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna do that, I would just say remember the parts where you think you had a really good reaction to.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yeah, and then just show that.
Mm-hmm. You can even write it down on a little notepad.
Yeah, I just learned about bookmarks on this thing. I don't know what it does yet, but hypothetically, it's supposed to be marking a special moment where I need to look back.
There you go.
Like, oh, look.
Well, you're learning the how to edit. You're learning how to use the software.
Yeah, exactly. Learning how to use the recording software so that editing is easier. Anyway, that's the future. That's whether I follow up on that is for the future.
Cool.
Cool. So this will probably be an hour long, but that's fine.
See? That's fine. That's fine.
Out good. I like this podcast. We talked about good stuff.
I think we did too. Yay, we're getting back into it.
Yay, back into it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening, Mom.
Thanks for listening, Mom. We love you.
We love you. All right.
Stay focused. Stay basic.
Oh, nice. I like that. I like the outro.